Okay, we'd like to welcome you back here to the Sundeck Pro-Am Skateboard Classic Challenge. We've got the pros are out here now. This is the event everyone's been waiting for, the Pro Half-Pipe Finals. This is the top 8 guys who made the cut to the finals. And I've got here with me today, sitting next to me, he's going to help us out here a little bit, a skater from Sterling, Virginia. He has quite a reputation himself doing this type of thing on the half-pipe. Talking about Mr. Pat Clark. Pat, welcome to the show here, and we're gonna have you help us out here by talking about some of these guys and what they're doing. Let me say one thing about Pat here before we go any further. Pat has competed here in the contest as a sponsored amateur. He placed second yesterday in the sponsored amateur pool event, which is also a vertical event like this event we're watching here. He also placed second here in the sponsored amateur earlier. So he's definitely qualified to talk about this type of stuff. And we're going to get his comments here coming up right now. Pat, how you doing here today?
I'm doing really fine. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. This is everything that's been promised before, and I couldn't ask to be anywhere else in the world.
Alrighty, these guys up here are in the pro event. Is this something that you strive for in your future? Do you think you might be going against these guys as a professional maybe one day?
Yes, I'd love to. If I could practice as much as they do and have all the capabilities, I think I got that. I just need the practice and the time.
Well, you certainly showed it a lot here today. Who do we have up on the ramp here now?
This is Tony Hawk. He just did a varial, muted varial that was, and he jumped off. That was enough for him. He knew that was hot for sure. Here goes John Gibson. He's from Texas. He's a really aggressive skater. And he'll show you how aggressive he is. And that's what the judges really like, is everybody can do a trick, but if you do it with more aggression, that's going to be better. And this guy knows how to do it.
Bionic.
Texas tall.
So again, we saw 2 Texans in the final that you participated in, and looks like another couple of Texans in this one.
Oh yeah, the Texas really came on in the last 2 or 3 years, especially in the pros. And these guys used to be amateur.
Well, it looks like the crowd's really reacting here to John Gibson's ride. An excellent run by John Gibson, professional skater from Texas. And who's up next here?
This is Jeff Phillips from Sims. He's got his own model, just came out. He can do just about anything you can name.
I guess it looks like it.
Yeah. Here he goes. John just made a new trick up recently. It's called his last name's Jeff Phillips is his real name, and it's called the Phillips 66, and that's it right there, folks.
All right, Phillips 66. Up next, Billy Beauregard, a Floridian.
Yes, Billy's got his own model from Veriflex. Veriflex is the only company that has every skateboard product on the line. Yes. Nice.
You mean as in they make the trucks, they make the wheels, and they make the decks?
Yes.
So Billy is a fine representative for these guys, and he's really putting out a lot of effort here today.
Stevie Caballero is everybody's favorite, for sure. And he'll prove it right here.
Isn't this the young man that has pretty much dominated half-pipe professional competition over the past 2 to 3 years?
Yes, half-pipe and every other vertical aspect. He's invented many, many tricks, and everybody copies what he does.
It's amazing how high they get out the top of the ramp.
Yes, the trick is you can get high by dropping in, but if you get high and you come down with a lot of speed, you can get higher the next side of the ramp. And that's what most of the pros are striving for.
As long as you can stay on your board.
That's right. That's the main trick.
That's the name of the game. Steve Caballero from California riding for Powell Peralta. Again, he's another skater riding his own model. In fact, is there any guy in this 8-man final who does not have his own pro design skateboard? It looks like every one of these guys is riding their own model. Okay, who do we have up here now?
This is Alan Losi from Veriflex Skateboard. He's a ripper.
And he's from California?
Yes. He's from, I'm not sure where.
Looked like an ollie fakie he was attempting there before he bailed out. Mike McGill, this is the man that helped us with our commentary on the amateur-sponsored division. He had to leave a little early to go get warmed up for it, and here he is out here competing today. You can see that we certainly had someone who knew what he was talking about here.
For sure, Mike can do anything, and he's very consistent, and his contest record proves it. And you can see what he's doing here. He'll skate probably longer than most of the other skaters, and he's well known for that.
What was that called?
That was a Caballero variation. Steve Caballero made up without grabbing the board, and then Mike grabbed the board. This is Neil Blender. He's from California, rides for GNS and Tracker. And he's a big man, and he does big tricks.
Yeah, it does appear. Neil Blender riding for Tracker Trucks and Gordon and Smith. Again, a comedian as well, Neil Blender. And who's this little guy?
This is Tony Hawk. He almost is a skeleton. He is so hot, though.
He appeared to be pretty much of a favorite in the earlier rounds in the qualifications for the finals. I believe he was the highest scoring guy in the eliminations coming into the finals. So he's probably the #1 man to beat here, isn't he?
No, I'm sorry. I think he got third. Caballero got first, and Billy Beauregard from Veriflex got second.
Okay, I think I understand what I saw then. They ran it in 2 different heats. I think he won his heat. Overall, he ended up in third. Okay. At any rate, he's one of the top 3. Oh!
Very nice hand plant into a totally different kind of hand plant. A different torque on the body. Very difficult trick. Very difficult score. 5 points.
And it looks like
judges are even smiling.
The Tony Hawk is sponsored by Powell. He's also sponsored by Sundeck, one of the Sundeck skaters here today.
Here comes aggressive John Gibson from Texas again. He rides for Zorlak. His attitude is skate tough or go home, and you can tell he can skate tough.
You can tell he doesn't spend much time at home.
That's right. Yes! Nice foot plant. Boneless, taking the front foot off instead of the back. It's a lot more difficult than the regular one. Oh, nice hang up. Very aggressive. The man's got a nice style.
It looks like he's gonna call it quits here before. Okay, coming up here, Neil Blender getting set to go from the top of the half pipe. Neil, one of 4 Californians in this final. Looks like we got 4 Californians, 2 Texans, and 2 Floridians that make up this 8-man pro final. Let's see who can take home the gold.
Yes, very nice frontside hand plant by Neil. Oh, that.
Well, you know, you guys in your final event had 2 15-minute jam sessions. These guys are going for 2 30-minute jam sessions, and that just seems to me to be just an incredibly grueling experience. I guess they feel fortunate that there's 7 other guys up there to give them a chance to rest them.
Oh yes. Well, here goes Mike McGill again. Yes, nice aerial. Another aerial, the same kind. Yes, he contorted that big time.
Mike has a very smooth.
Yes, he has very, very smooth. He's probably the smoothest one, as you guys can probably tell at home.
You know, one thing I've noticed about Mike is he seems to have been at the top of professional bull riding vertical competition for several years now. I mean, just quite a bit longer than most of the people here today.
Yes, Mike McGill.
We see a lot of new faces here. I think Mike's been around longest, and he's still in here.
Yes, Mike and maybe Stevie Caballero. Probably one of the newest ones into the pro scene, and breaking into the top is Billy Beauregard. And Neil's hamming it up for the crowd here. Yes, nice inverted hand plant there. See, when they go up and stall and hit their axles, if they even take their foot off, that downgrades them. The more air, the more time you're in the air, and the faster you go. That's what the judges are looking for. And style plays a big part. Got a lot of style.
trying to do there?
That was a backside finger flip arrow, and he will make it today. He has before today, and he usually won't miss it. Oh, nice. John Gibson, Texas man. Very aggressive.
John Gibson riding for Zorlak Skates. Has his own model, the John Gibson model.
Yes, very high muted aerial. Front side. Ooh, ooh. Too bad. But that won't downgrade him, like Bruce said before.
Yeah, and this seems to be pretty incredible in light of the fact that this is the tail end of this 30-minute session.
Yes, these guys are taking it, putting it all out right now. They don't care about life or limb. They don't care about falling. You see Tex, he hung up. Back truck didn't come in. Yes, that's probably the original trick by Jeff Phillips. The guy can do a lot.
It was almost like a frontside foot plant off the flat on the top of the coping. I've never seen that done before.
Yes, exactly. I had never seen it done before. But a lot of things in skateboarding you can make up, and it has been done before. In fact, a lot of the tricks you're seeing here today were probably invented by an accident. And that just makes it even more harder.
Well, just when you think you've seen it all, they come up with a few more variations.
Exactly. Oh, bogey almost.
That just about wraps up the competition here for today. What do you think?
Well, it was definitely worth coming for, and I'm glad that a lot of people are going to learn what skateboarding is all about. The capabilities of 4 wheels with the plank underneath it is unlimited, and I hope and I know these guys have proved that, and it's really fierce.
Well, I'll tell you, the judges have retired. They're going to be coming up with their decision. Did you have any favorites here? Do you think anyone stood out in this particular final event?
Yes, the people that had been practicing the best definitely stood out, which were Stevie, Caballero, Billy Bogey, Beauregard, and a couple other guys will definitely be in there. And I would not want to be a judge. It's very hard to judge this. There's a lot of money on the line, and these guys definitely deserve what they get.
It looked like just about 8 winners up there to me. As he said, I would hate to have to be in a judge's position. Well, that just about wraps it up. This is definitely a big first for Sundeck. We would like to thank Sundeck and the Kona Skateboard Park for bringing this program to you. So from Jacksonville, Florida, over and out.